get the urge to just hawk one on the floor?
This place looks real nice.
Welcome to the official headquarters of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Board. Today's greeting is brought to you by Auntie Cleo, a subsidiary of Colway Pharmaceuticals.
Wonder what can happen if I shoot up the place, but
Do we really
maybe
need
not.
all this security? I have to go through 3 checkpoints just to take a bathroom break.
Can't be too careful. Dissidents like Phineas Wells will stop at nothing to ruin this colony.
But couldn't they concentrate the security outside the building?
Please step away. This entry is for high-priority HHC business only. Huh. I didn't realize we were still using those iridescent stickers. But this looks right. I'll just need you to register your weapons with a revised request to carry 32B form. Each weapon will need a separate form.
Fine.
Now, let's see. Damn it. When did I run out of forms? Well, how nice for you. Do you have any idea how long it takes to request new forms? Or how many citations I'll get for impeding HHC business in the meantime? Just know there are a bunch of guards upstairs and they're all high on dervish mist and low on patience. So try anything funny, and they'll paint the walls with your guts.
I hear Minister Clark's moving his office into his residence. A poor man does nothing but work.
Oh boy. I wonder what will happen. This door looks awfully suspicious. Oh my. What happened here?
Excuse me, just a moment. I beg your pardon. Minister Clark's former office is currently closed to solicitors. What? Oh dear. Thank you for reminding me. I can't stand the thought of someone else's hands touching my custom letterheads.
One person gets all this space just to sign papers all day?
What's my objective here? Investigate the office. Oh, okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
That was all a story, wasn't it? It's not real.
I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Apologies for the wait. I was arranging my stationery. Personal assistant to Adjutant Akande and Chairman Rockwell. I'm also responsible for organizing the adjutant's stationery, which is more of a hobby. Ah. Oh, you were being serious. I'm obliged to inform you that Chairman Rockwell is unavailable for an indeterminate duration. Will there be anything else?
Hey, I'm out of here.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. I was out signing a waiver.
These buildings are so nice.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver. Don't let the guards hear you asking questions. Or peeking in the back.
Sorry, I shouldn't talk. Not without signing a waiver.
You see any sprats loose up here, definitely don't touch them.
Easy pickings.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That woman from downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant. What do you think they actually do down there?
Best not to ask. Remember that one clerk, Emily? She found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
Alright, what am I looking at here? I see a transformer. Yes. I see capacitors. I see resistors. I see lots of other junk. Aha, speaker. Okay, very nice. Bunch of other transformers. What am I looking at? Oh, am I not supposed to be in here?
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
It's okay. I'm a doctor.
I don't care if you're a brain surgeon. If you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Worth a try. You'd be surprised how often that works.
Like I said, X-36 clearance only beyond this point. I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you, and I don't have any new clearances on the list. Keep your shoulders up. Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Can I pick this lock without you guys yelling at me?
Something's not right. No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm going to need to see some identification. What? That's what I asked you. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Now you really have to go before I call in the other guard.
On my way, lady.
It ain't stealing if no one sees.
I'm going.
Yeah, you guys stay out there. I already got a bad rep with the board.
You got the job on that.
Oh, yikes. Oh my god. This is not what I wanted. Oh, Jesus. Wrong button. Oh, I guess it did. This is not what I wanted. Whoops. Alright, let's try that again. Why are they all looking at me like that?
Got your paperwork squared away?
Why do they look like they're all ready to kill me? We just load game. I think it was this one. Let's go back to a time when they weren't trying to kill me. What? Go farther back, do I?
You get tired of patrolling? Just go rough somebody up.
Whatever, I don't think that room was actually worth it anyways. It's Caroline.
Hey, did Tillman get transferred or something?
That's right. You weren't here when it happened. Some UDL officers took him into custody.
Oh, law, what did they take him for?
UDL's been questioning anybody with possible connections to Phineas Wells. Then, well, Tillman designed all those wanted posters.
So UDL's interrogating Tillman? Ugh, that's disgusting. Can't believe I had lunch with the guy.
Wow, that's how you think? Okay. Don't move, ladies. Just take this.
Get back!
What do you think you're doing?
Ugh.
As you were.
Does the board hate me more now? Yeah, they do. It's negligible. Hi, you're Caroline. Or aren't you?
Sorry, I'm kinda in the middle of something. I knew it. He's eating your lunch too, isn't he? That greedy little cysty pig. This is great. I finally have someone else to complain to.
Do these people got nothing else to occupy their time? Complaining is a competitive sport in Byzantium.
You'll get your turn. Right now, we're talking about Theodore. Oh, that's no problem. I can get you into the lab. In fact, let's go there now.
Great idea.
Theodore's out right now, but we should be ready when he gets back. That way, everyone can see you chew him out. This is going to be so good.
Well, I'm glad you're happy. Let's go.
I'll wait here for Theodore, just in case he comes this way. Hold, I need a favor. Think you could let my friend through just this once? After all, you still owe me.
Fine. But I don't want to hear anything about the catch-up packet incident ever again. And he's on his own if he runs into the guards downstairs.
You're the best, Holt.
Oh, that was easy. Wait, she's just gonna walk back up? She's not actually gonna take me down?
I'll wait here for Theodore.
Fine.
What's just I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That batch failed spectacularly.
I saw a variance before, so I had to...
Do the words statistically insignificant mean anything to you?
Of course, but we're obligated to...
We're obligated to get a working formula before Akande has us all.
Let the record show that Subject 23K's cause of death is cerebral vascular incident brought about by a ruptured aneurysm.
That's an 86% failure rate for this batch. I think we can safely...
How am I supposed to explore this place safely? This guy actually has a name.
What a
pleasant surprise. Thanks
Oh,
to
this
you,
guy.
Reginald, Philippa, and the rest are up to their old games of deception and seduction. But what are you doing here? On the other side of the lab? Why, that requires a top-level clearance. After all, we're running low on the stuff. I really shouldn't be doing this. But you did help me out. Take this key card. It'll get you into the hibernation lab where the remaining dimethyl sulfoxide is. If you're seen by any of the guards, however, I'm afraid I can't help. Good luck.
Thank you, thank you. Is there somewhere else that I can reset this thing? Oh, dead people. Oh, that was close. Okay. Oh boy, there's no going back now.
Soldier?
Where does this take me? Oh shoot, this is going up. No, wait. Down. I'm gonna get shot. I can feel it. Oh boy. Is it just the troopers that don't like me?
Something's not right.
Okay.
Heading out.
better take a look.
No, you better not. Oh, shoot.
Hold it right there.
Dang. Oh, wait. No, please.
No visitors allowed, citizen. I'm going to need to see some identification. What? That's what I asked you. Now you really have to go before I...
Hacking skills too low. Really now? Beg to defer. 60? Can I use one of these? It's fine. Ugh, not enough. Just jump. Can't jump out. Want to go back that way? Go on. Okay, how do I pick it up? Do I kill these people? But don't I need it all to save my own people? I'm selfish. Let's take it all. Well, I just killed a bunch of people. Alright, I can't teleport out of here. What is this?
Dr. Ellie, you ever wonder if maybe we got things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
This is one big
To
bar.
break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
Am I done with this planet? Let's go. go here. Let me do some costume changing. Some cosplay. Who is this lady?
Remember that strange
Goodness, look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design offends the senses and shocks the mind into a state of palpable excitement. I adore it. 2 outfits remain. I can't wait to see what you'll bring me.
Alright, now I can get rid of these. Maybe I'll give them to one of these ladies. Missing something? Oh, I just gave it to. Oh, Jesus. Alright, guess you gotta hold on to that for now. Alright, where am I going? What is this?
I've always loved that skull.
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Prosperity Plaza, where the shops never close. Now, make your way to the bustling region of Emerald Vale. Prepare to be dazzled by the Vale's breathtaking lava flows, rated the 3rd most impressive in Halcyon.
Which one is this? Oh, yes, Ellie.
CNP.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
Captain, you have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports.
Who are you?
And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony. You haven't exactly been keeping it a secret. We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal.
Interesting. So who do I really trust? Does this lady have my interests in mind? I doubt it. The old man is a little insane, but...
Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
What exactly did I do in Emerald Vale? Did I betray him? Oh, I forgot about this. Let me go back. Let's bring Nyoka.
Something on your mind?
That's the last of them.
Finally. Is it just me, or are we getting more and more retirees lately?
Not just you. Felt like a damn factory worker these last few months. Oh well. Nothing a few drinks won't cure. Come on, let's go hit
So
up.
what happens to these retirees?
Welcome to the Halcyon Holdings Corporation Early Retirement Center. You, the lucky few, have been selected to spend the rest of your days living the high life in your own private district in Byzantium. When you arrive, you'll be whisked away to your very own luxury penthouse, furnished exclusively by 24/7 Furniture's deluxe Falscowood collection. Some assembly required. 24/7 Furniture is not responsible for any injury, psychological damage, or divorce litigations that occur during the assembly process. After you get settled in, you'll have the chance to explore your new home. Why not go for a bite at one of our many restaurants, like CNP's Blazing Borscht Barbecue or Rizzo's All-You-Can-Crunch Cereal Buffet? Or maybe you'd like to head to the bar and enjoy an ice-cold zero-G brew. Brew by Spacer's Choice. Zero G Brew, an ale that's good for what ails you. Although in the early retirement district, nothing will. All this and more will be complimentary for the entirety of your stay, courtesy of the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. You won't have to spend a bit. So relax, grab a refreshment from one. While you're here, be sure to check out the displays for some fun facts about the early retirement program and selection process. Then, once you're ready, enter the elevator at the end of the hall and leave your troubles behind.
Scared. That's why I brought you here. Oh, yikes.
Nope,
I've lived through too many Marauder ambushes in my life to die by a trap built by corporate pencil pushers.
What? Where's my team? Where'd they go? What happened to these people?
System alert. Investigating.
Nice and easy.
Oh, there you guys are.
They got him on them. How about that?
Security patrol initiated. Beginning security searching for unauthorized person. Beginning security patrol. Now security patrol.
How can there's so many of them? Oh, she's dead.
Here we go.
You're dead now, right? Good. Oh my god, how many of them are there? Oh shoot. See, the janitor's doing fine. I want to go back up. Hold on, I'm not ready for this. Let me see if I can hack this thing. That's how I look? It's been a while since I've seen myself.
Search concluded. No dissidents found.
Oh, I've been here before. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Well, I'm sure this crazy lady would be glad to know that all those early retirees are dead.
Oh, there. That's one right there. Can't you just see the stench of impropriety? I must admit, I'm getting a certain thrill out of our little arrangement. If this goes well, perhaps I'll start hiring wandering delinquents to handle all of my affairs. It is going well, I hope.
Oh yes, I'm definitely gonna lie to her.
I knew it. I just knew it. What a disaster. Did you get a good look around? What was it like? Truly? Why, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. I can't believe they kept this from us. From me. The nerve. The audacity. Here, take your payment. I have to fetch my things. I don't care what I have to do. They'll give me luxury or give me death.
Her words.
Yep. Exactly what I was thinking. My rep increased. That's nice. Oh, barely. I don't even think the number changed. Alright, now let's go back to the ship.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Good for them.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. Having trouble focusing on my work.
Okay.
I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Let's go finish this love story.
Destination reached. The Groundbreaker. Do return in one piece, Captain.
Let's bring her. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. Which quest is this? She'll probably be pissed. Hopefully she doesn't kill me. To be fair, the lady wasn't an alien.
Is it done? Well, damn. Contractor grew a conscience. As your employer, I'm both angry and disappointed. I'll add that to your file. Technically, I owe you an exit interview. Care to justify your betrayal of our species, or are we finished here? You're awfully quick to trust someone who offed her colleagues and called it a good start. Out of my office. We're done. You think maybe she's got an itchy trigger finger? I don't want to find out.
I like her, Captain. Let's go before we have to paint this office with her blood.
I said, get out.
I wanna see what's behind the door. Long gun. This is a long gun. It's a heavy gun. Wow. Actually, screw that. I don't need any of those skills. Some of these. I could be an expert liar. If she doesn't kill me, I'm gonna open this door.
What? Huh?
Huh. So fast they didn't even care. That's what I like. Just pick up. of this trash.
I hope this fancy soap we got is extra strength. I'm feeling...
Wait, where did she want me to go? I don't understand. Wait, what? Oh, was I supposed to talk to her before I got off the ship?
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time they...
All right. She's on her way. Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking. All right, all right. Deep breath. Here I go.
Mm-hmm. Why am I here? Check in on the date. So you want me to spy on them? This is fun. Oh yes. Juicy.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Has been fancy outfit. Okay. What do? What do? Check in. Let them enjoy their date.
Good luck,
Really?
Captain.
No, I'm not bringing you.
Good.
Better be
You
good,
returned.
man.
I missed having a purpose while you were gone.
I spent a lot of time trying to help you out here.
Okay,
Better
Captain,
work.
she's gone.
I want all the details.
I feel like running laps around the cargo bay.
Sounds good.
So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rosish. Turns out it tickled her nose.
Oof, messed up.
And
I
then
guess I
she
could
just sort of
figure
touched
that.
my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard.
That's nice.
Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread. She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, is that dustback casserole?
I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarchist? Monarch person. Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
That's unusually forward of you, yes?
One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
She wrote a speech?
She was worried she wouldn't get the words out right, especially after that message about Isabel. It's sweet. Anyhow, when she wrapped up, I asked her to be my girlfriend. And Captain, she said yes! And then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap. It's all on your account, you know? Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a whole bunch of stuff. She get? Okay. Oh, she gave me a picture. Sure. That's an awfully nice picture. Quality ain't too great, but alright. Look at that. I am a great matchmaker. Okay. Groundbreaker. Celia. Fallbrook. Yeah. Celia. Edgewater. I don't really care about this. Let's go here. Let's do Ellie's storyline.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Welcome back, Captain. How can I be a... We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
Knock, knock. This looks like the place. Ready to get my money or what?
Well, well. Aren't you the very picture of good health and sound decision-making? However, We can't make good decisions all the time. Consider whoopsie-daisy coverage. Please note that to make a claim under this policy, you must describe your error in detail before a panel of relatives over the age of 65. And also note that doing so nullifies the privacy and dignity clause. I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Wow, really?
Are you serious?
Well, we interviewed the parents extensively. They had plenty of awkward childhood stories that illustrated their daughter's clumsiness and capriciousness.
Hey, those are entirely made up.
Furthermore, the claim spurred a whole line of fashion-related policies. It's become a very lucrative market. You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork. Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies.
Very nice.
You'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud. That's for the best. What can I do for you?
Can I do it myself?
Hell of a job.
Loss of gentlemanly honor and good name. Yikes. Oh, that was easy.
Captain, got a minute?
Hi, auto mechanical.
Sure.
Just want to steal things in privacy. Jeez. Hey, that's good enough.
Headed back.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it. Being a surgeon out there isn't as great as it seems. At least half your day is paperwork and red tape. No amount of money is worth dealing with that. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs.
Come on, I thought we were celebrating. You want me to think about the future?
Maybe you haven't noticed, but you can't even count on a bribe making it into the right pocket. What's the point of planning for anything around here? Hate to say it, but Halcyon's already there. Anyway, enough of that. You did a job for me, so here's your fee.
Glad we're remembering what's important.
You know, with all your starry-eyed talk, you almost had me convinced you really weren't doing this for the money. Relieved, actually. You know, I think I get you just a little more now. Plenty of sense in that. You know, I'm thinking I ought to find another gig once this one's all done. One where I can really work on my own. Easiest way to take care of myself is to work with the one person I trust the most, right? Anyway, enough chit-chat. Something on your mind?
Cool. Beyond the Grave perk. What's that? Okay. Alright, I believe we're done here. Back in here.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
Let's talk to Phineas.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony.
What exactly was the board trying to accomplish? You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly zero progress. I used to work for these people. I'm intimately familiar with the utter incompetence of the board's own scientists. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. Certainly. How can I help? It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this, why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
I guess I'm siding with Phineas.
You absolutely should.
Oh. He wants me to?
The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time. The board's going to catch up to me sooner or later. This way I'll have time to set up some particularly nasty defenses. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses. Certainly. How can I help?
I mean, expert liar. Ho ho ho.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately,
Little does
Dr.
she
Wells
know.
found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony. Meet me in my office. I've authorized your ship at my personal landing pad.
Wow.
Adjutant Akande has ended her call. Rather rudely, if I might say, considering she didn't sign off. Will there be anything else?
Wow, all my negativity disappeared. That's insane. This lady must be pretty powerful. Let's talk to this lady before I get on the Hope.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Take someone to watch your back. Please.
Is there stuff for me to steal? Doesn't look like it. Alright.
Not so fast. All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
So we're really gonna do this? I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra-2's orbit right under the board's nose? There's a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink.
Here, here.
I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme? I'll do anything for a good story, and nothing shines on a pirate's resume like a successful suicide mission. But I asked you first. Coming from anyone else, that would sound like a line from one of those Odeon Pictures movies, but I think you really mean it. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy?
I'm not optimistic.
I'd settle for a bottle of whiskey and some lubrinicine, but I've never been much of a self-starter. Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. The part with the hope, I mean, not the other thing. Anything else?
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival. I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
Guess Monarch folk ain't the only ones fucked around here. That ain't exactly an uplifting thought.
I know your face. Stellar Bay's most infamous hunter. How curious that you've thrown your lot in with the captain. Monarch may harbor delusions of independence, but make no mistake. You are a part of our colony. If we fall, Monarch falls with us.
What's in this for you? There's gotta be an angle. There always is for people like you.
I appreciate your skepticism, Dr. Fenhill. But I'm not doing this for any personal gain. My angle is the preservation of our colony by any means possible. Nothing more, and nothing less. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it. I'll answer however I can. The Lifetime Employment Program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work. Byzantium is the beating heart of our colony. And as long as Byzantium survives, Halcyon may one day recover from the collapse.
I doubt it.
We must protect this city at any cost. Help me execute the Lifetime Employment Program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing. When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked, even disgusted. I wondered how we'd allowed a colony like Halcyon to fall into disarray. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the colony had sown the seeds of its own destruction. We have become lazy and decadent. We smother ourselves in meaningless bureaucracies. We deliberate and argue and procrastinate. I admit, I occasionally fantasize about making an executive decision
without having some tedious committee questioning my every move. Do you have any idea how much paperwork is involved in ordering someone's execution through the usual channels? It's positively maddening. We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. Malnutrition, disease, high mortality rates. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. Very soon, people are going to realize they're starving. A famine is a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your workers must remain productive on as little food as possible, and they must always believe that food is plentiful. Before you interfered in Roseway, Dr. Anton Crane was on the verge of developing a powerful appetite suppressant. It would have made his career. The solution is a temporary one. Before long, our workers are going to feel the effects of starvation. The Lifetime Employment Program is our only viable option. When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated your ability to place duty above sentiment. And you deliver results. That quality alone is enough to separate you from the board's army of indecisive bureaucrats. Do you know how many meetings I have to sit through? How many papers I have to sign before I can make one decision? I'm only trying to rescue Halcyon from extinction. I can't save this colony alone. I need someone capable of working outside the system. Someone who can get things done. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. You handed Edgewater over to a band of dissidents. I can't have this. Adelaide McDevitt and her people have no place in the Halcyon that is to come. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I get that you board types are all about efficiency, but isn't this a bit much?
I'm asking your captain to amputate a rotting limb from the colony. I'd expect you to understand, Dr. Fenhill.
I will hunt beasts until I'm out of ammunition, and then I'll fight a good long while after. But I am not about to mow down a crowd of innocent people.
Then I suggest you find your courage, or pretend you're hunting beasts. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you. You replaced a loyal, if hard-headed, town leader with a revolutionary. Adelaide's people have turned Edgewater into a hub of dissidents. These people are dangerous. They're going to become more dangerous after the collapse. We need to put them down. Now. Because right now you're the only person I can depend on. My hands are tied by endless rolls of red tape and bureaucratic limitations. Halcyon is going to collapse while the board hems and haws and debates minutiae. We need to act, and you're the only person with the wherewithal to do what's necessary. I'm not asking you to be a murderer. I'm asking you to be a surgeon. Edgewater is a necrotic limb on the body of the colony. It must be severed. Don't fool yourself. The dissidents occupying Edgewater are rebels harboring dangerous and seditious ideas. Left to their own devices, their numbers will grow. Graham Bryant and his merry band of morons caused enough trouble on Monarch. I won't risk the same thing happening in Edgewater.
Should I deny her? Or should I tell her I'll do it and then backstab her? I've already backstabbed her once. She doesn't know it yet. Let's just say no. See what happens.
Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying
You're gonna
a
fight
direct
me?
order.
Is that what she's saying? Alright, I guess I'll have to backstab her then. Unless if I want to kill her now.
Not true. You can choose to say, "Yes, ma'am," or "At once, Madam Adjutant," or "As you wish," or even, "I'll take care of it."
I don't like this lady. I'm not in the mood to kill her just yet.
Edgewater is beyond saving. We're going to have to erase the town, but we're going to do it systematically. You were in the Emerald Vale geothermal plant. Do you remember what you discovered there? There was an accident at the Emerald Vale geothermal plant many years ago. Automechanicals turned hostile and slaughtered the plant's workers. Tragic, really. In fact, Spacer's Choice manufactured the incident for an insurance claim. They outfitted their mechanicals with a termination protocol, which is exactly what we need. The insurance claim has been locked in committee for years, but the individual responsible for the accident was promoted for lateral thinking. I'm arranging for a delivery of mechanicals to Edgewater. These mechanicals have been equipped with the same termination protocol, which must be activated from a terminal in the plant. Once the mechanicals are finished cleaning out Edgewater, I'll need you to go in and clean out the mechanicals. Understand? One last thing. Spacer's Choice sent a team of soldiers to investigate your little misadventure in the geothermal plant. Tread lightly. I like you, Captain, but you're not worth that much paperwork. I prefer keeping our relationship strictly off the books. Report back to me when the job's done. Get rid of Edgewater. I'll deal with the consequence.
Uh-huh. Ooh, I got a reward.
Adjutant Akande has instructed me to reward you for information leading to the arrest of Phineas Wells. Please allow me to extend my felicitations on a job well done. Quite so, sir.
Wow, agreeable. Okay, I think I'm done for now.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
Yeah, let them be. Huh, I've played this game for 29 hours. Not bad. Alright, well, done for now. Bye, stream.